what is it about my free throws that's the most important thing? Well, it's upstairs. Well, if I got Joker leaning on me all night, if I got Joker beating up on me all night, by the time I get to the stripe late in games, I am mentally exhausted by dealing with Joker all night. And I think that that's exactly what was going on with Chet, which is a prime example of him being on the free throw line. Nobody blocked him out. He could have ran and got the ball and got fouled again. But mentally, I felt like he was so exhausted, which goes back to my original theory that when you're dealing with a guy like Joker all night, leaning on you and pounding on you, that does something to you mentally. And I think and I feel like that hampered both. I feel like that didn't just hamper Chet. I feel like that hampered a lot of those guys, even though the game was nip and tuck.
I agree, Chill, but that's a part of being a champion. You know what I'm saying? Sure. If you want to win a championship, you gotta make your free throws after a long night banging with Jokic. And on top of that, Chet and iHeart, they're fresh. Jokic just came off a long game 7. You just played 2 nights ago. You know what I mean? So if anything, y'all should be taking the fight to him. Y'all should be beating him up, making it hard. And I know that's a tall task. I mean, you know, I've seen the dude, he's a mountain, but at the same time, though, Chill, you don't. I was banging with Jokic all night, man. I missed my free throws. Nah, young fella. You're a champion. You know what I'm saying?
That's not an excuse.
Exactly.
He just missed it. It was just a deer in headlights. And also, too, since we're on this right now, and what's good, Mustard? Want to hear your thoughts. Definitely want to hear your thoughts on this on this Thunder and Nuggets comeback. But y'all remember what happened in the grand scheme of the Thunder being up 3. Now, obviously, the Nuggets are making a crazy comeback, but this is when fouling up 3 goes wrong. It's 119-116, 11 seconds in the game. Remember, Jokic isn't even in the game because they were playing offense defense. Jokic is out of the game. OKC decides to foul. Obviously, that's 2 free throws. I've never been a fan of fouling up 3. I know that that's the smart thing to do. I just
Why
don't
not,
like
Ron?
it.
Why not?
Because I just be like, play defense. Play
but
defense.
But you can't play defense enough to where they could run out the clock.
No. The team that's down has the ball. So it's 119-116. The Nuggets had the ball. They were down.
So that you don't have a chance to make 3 points. You found
but even then, you're controlling your destiny, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're controlling your destiny by putting them at the line. You know they're not going to tie this game.
And then you just hope that you make the free throws.
But you'll put like fouling up 3 when it's the last play of the game makes sense to me. Fouling up 3 when there's 12 seconds left doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
that's fair.
I understand. I understand the numbers behind it, but it's nah.
And that's fair because I think they did it twice before Chet missed the free throws, or was it once?
they fouled SGA the first one. He made both, and then they made their free. Then Jokic made his, and then they fouled SGA. Well, the SGA got the ball on the inbound, made the dunk, and then they fouled Aaron Gordon, and then after that they fouled Chet on the out of bounds play. But they changed it this time. Instead of Jokic going out, they kept Jokic in at the ball. So now they have the gotcha. And Jokic 2 seconds was jumping in front. Then he turned around and he found SGA. Like they found SGA and then they walled him off, and then they just found the mark. I mean, Chet was just like his eyes were like this.
Yeah,
like,
you could see he wasn't about to make that.
I seen him comparing to. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, to your point, Ron, I feel you. I think it's really just situational. But when it's that much time on the clock, if you're the team up, you don't want to stop the clock. You know what I'm saying? If you're the team up and it's not the last possession, like Mars was saying, you want that clock to get going. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're the losing team, you want to score when the clock is stopped. If you're the winning team, you want the clock to get ran out as fast as possible. So you put some ball pressure and just make a tough 3 over you.
Yeah, and it was tough for the Nuggets. It was tough for the Nuggets because until Chet missed those free throws, they didn't have a timeout, so they couldn't advance the ball or anything. Yeah. So once Chet missed those free throws, it just,
I just didn't understand. That's why it was on Playback with Swipe a while back, and I was telling you, I don't agree with teams fouling when they up. Like I just trust your defense.
I'm right there with you, Jordan.
Bro, I don't agree with the best defense of the 21st century.
Yeah, I think that's.
But it's a strategy though. To be fair, like
I think it's a bad strategy though.
Why though?
It's situational.
I just think it can't be the strategy.
It's the last possession.
If Chet makes those free throws,
hold on, y'all. We got 5 people in here. Mars, you give the reason why you don't like it or why you like it or don't like it. Then Jordan, I want to hear you. Then Mustard, I want to hear you. Go ahead, Mars.
I'm fine with the strategy in principle, but like I'm gonna sound like Border and stop real quick. This is where I have like I'm conflicted with analytics. Like I understand what the analytics are saying, and if you're up 3 and you foul on a free throw, the best they can do is make it a 1-point game, and then you have the ball and you control what happens. I understand that, but at some point, what the analytics aren't accounting for is situation. The situation changed. Jokic wasn't on the floor. The Nuggets had no timeouts. That means they couldn't get the best offensive player in the world by the Nuggets account.
That kind of court.
On the floor, down 3, having to bring the ball up full court with 12 seconds to go.
I hate to step in and interrupt this intense yap session that you're currently watching, but I just have to inform you on all the amazing, spectacular, fabulous, endless ways to play and win over at PrizePicks. Basketball fans, I know the season is just tipping off. Yes, I know this. But you know what that means? It means that you have an opportunity to pick your favorite players and their matchups that are the most thrilling, and you can win money from these. With PrizePicks, you can play daily NBA contests and test your hoop knowledge by choosing the player projections in every single stat line imaginable to make your PrizePicks and take home some nice hard-earned cash. Are you a rookie in the game? Don't even sweat it. I got the playbook for you right here. All you have to do is download PrizePicks, use promo code PANEL, and you will get $50 instantly when you play 5 here with PrizePicks. So what are you waiting for? Download PrizePicks, use promo code PANEL, and join me as we break down all of our amazing daily picks right here on the panel. PrizePicks. Run your game, control your game, win your game. It's easy, baby. It's easy.
If you have the best defense of the 21st century, one of the best defenses of all time, and you don't think you can not give up a 3 with 12 seconds left when the other team doesn't have their best player on the floor, that's a problem to me. I understand the principle of it. You're up 3 with 3 seconds to go, foul, so they can't get a 3. I understand it. 12 seconds to go, their best player is not on the floor. Like, you have to be able to understand the situation and know fouling isn't optimal in that situation. And even with that being said, if Chet makes his free throws, this probably is a different outcome. Like, OKC still put themselves in a position. Yeah. Okay, well, no, because maybe you have to take it out. Maybe you don't have to Aaron Gordon 3. Like, a lot of things are different. Like, so even then, Chet makes the free throws and maybe they still win.
Would you question
because Jokic? Yes, because I'm huge on process over outcomes. If Jokic isn't on the floor, fouling is a bad decision. Even if you come out and win the game, all I'm gonna say is you got away with making a bad decision. Like, you won the game, but you still made a bad. That's a horrible decision from the coaching staff. And then I think, like, Mark Daigneault said after the game, because I had to watch his post-game interview because I needed an explanation on this. OKC foul up 3 all the time. That's what they do. I understand that. But then he said that it's hard to audible on the fly and get everyone on the same page when you might want to change the strategy. And he said they probably fouled a bit too quick, and that so they didn't take any time off the clock.
But he said that was on him too. The players.
But he said that's on him. He said the players are just listening to what I'm saying. Yeah. Which I understand. But at some points, I do think the players have to be able to, like, understand the situation and, like, maybe not listen to the coach. But then that's difficult, because if one person decides not to listen to the coach and the other 4 are listening to the coach, then you're all in scramble mode and you don't really know what's going on. So it's a difficult situation to navigate. But I think as a coach, Mark Daigneault, you have to be able to understand the situation at hand and know that even though you typically foul, this isn't a situation to do it. But
Mars, is that a simple case of just out coaching yourself, just over coaching?
I think it's overcomplicating something. Yeah, I think it's sticking to your principles and ignoring the context of the game in which you're participating on. On the spreadsheets, fouling up 3 makes sense, but the spreadsheets don't account for the team not having their best player on the floor at that moment in time. Like, they don't, like, that doesn't account for it. So, like, you have to just be able to adjust on the fly.
And also, you know what though? I didn't until just right now, like, watching the game just that time, I didn't go back and check it out. That didn't even register that by fouling they allowed Jokic to get back on the floor.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that right there alone is not. That's
the foul. The first foul I'm kind of okay with. The second foul, I didn't like none of them. That's what threw me off. But
I didn't like. But Jordan, if it's the last possession, though, Jordan, are you good with that? Like, if it's 6 seconds left, are you good with that foul?
I'm okay. I'm okay with, if that's what you want to do. Would I prefer it? No, because the likelihood of, like, people just don't make game winners at a 90% clip. Like,
you know why I would disagree. You know why I would disagree with that. You know why I would disagree with that.
Jordan, you do when you got that. My bad, Mustard. I just gotta let Jordan know. You do when you got that Northern California blood just flowing through your veins like Aaron Gordon do.
Jordan, I'll give you an example. Let's say the Knicks were down 3, right? When they faced the Pistons, that game 6. Jalen Brunson hitting the craziest clutch shots, not even just in this series, all season. You don't foul him with 5 seconds left in the game?
But it was a tie game when he hit that shot. So that's
I'm saying, let's say they say they were up 3.
Yes, but see, look, you are speaking out from that in hindsight. If they were like, let's say that they were up 3, okay, whatever. Like they say that they were up 3. More pressure is on Jalen Brunson to make that shot than when it's a tie game. That's number one.
But if you foul, you almost essentially get the game.
All right. Okay. Let's say you foul. What if he shoot it? Yes, he shoot it, and now you got him
the ball. You got to foul him as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
Yes, easier said than done because Jokic almost did it yesterday. He was mad at himself because he knew it was coming and he didn't react. But like, bro. Just play defense. Like I'm gonna trust my defense. I think it's just a worst case scenario.
I think you have a better shot. I think you have a better shot at getting that foul before they get in shooting motion than not.
Especially
if you got a SAR. Especially if you got a SAR right there.
I don't even want to risk it, man. I seen T-Mac get 13 points in 35 seconds, brother. Like,
okay, we talking about 5 seconds.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, bro, like, just play defense. Like, I didn't understand what what the Thunder was doing. It was like 18 seconds left when they started fouling. And I'm like,
Thunder situation, I understand,
So Mars,
18 seconds left, we fouling. That's crazy. Like I saw no good outcome coming out of. All right, you're gonna foul me. The Nuggets gonna make their free throws. Eventually, I'm like, eventually, I'm like,
15.
I'm not sure if the Thunder gonna keep making theirs. Once they realize,
what about Oklahoma City? What about Oklahoma City suggests that they wouldn't make their free throws?
Well, what about they found the right
it's
one?
A late game. I mean, yes, they took
SGA
out of
SGA. Yeah, he'll make them. But Chet, like I said, when you got to find a mark. Chet's already done this in the clutch before. He's already missed free throws. So like Anthony Davis used to have this problem, like where you would foul him late game, he could shoot 88% on the season. You foul him late in the game, he might miss a couple of those.
But
Jokic just missed them. Like,
I would even say
even a lockdown free throw shooter.
Yeah, but I would even say this. I would even say this. I knew something was up with them shooting free throws when Shea got that breakaway and he just dunked it. Like I
thought that was smart.
I didn't think so. I didn't think
so. I thought that was the game.
Why not?
Wait. Can I say why I think it was smart? And
I want to know why.
The reason I think it was smart, and this is obviously before everything else unfolded after that. Jokic wasn't in the game.
That's number one.
They had no timeouts. Yeah. So taking the quick dunk means they couldn't get Jokic in the game. But then they decided to be stupid and foul again. So Jokic got in anyway.
Exactly.
But I'm saying at the time in which he did it, with me not knowing they would go and then be stupid, I was like, I even tweeted about it. Taking the quick dunk so Jokic can't get in. That's genius, in my opinion. I don't know if that was a Dagnall decision or a Shea decision, but then they ruined it.
I think Shea just did it.
But like doing that so Jokic can't get back in the game, I thought that was really smart. You're now up 3, no Jokic, no timeouts for the other team. And then they ruined it by fouling. But at the moment they did that, that was smart.
I just feel like it to me, you're probably right. Like, it's a good strategy. But to me, as a coach or as a competitor, you're looking for signs of maybe you're not sure you don't want to get to that line. Like, you're looking for signs a little bit rather than drag it out, dribble it out, waste a few more seconds on the clock. Now you come and foul me and we good. Now, what the Nuggets realized, let's just take Shea away. We took Shea away, make somebody else get it.
They did that down the stretch in the last 5
minutes.
And
they were scared, and nobody really wanted that ball right there but Shea. So that's why, like, it's certain things you look at when you're competing. Like, it's certain things you look at when you're competing. Like, who wants to go to the free throw line, who run into the ball.
Mark got out coached down the stretch of that game, though. I mean, that's really, I think for me, what it came down to is just Mark, I think, did what they normally did. They didn't prepare for that moment. They should have made the adjustment on the Jokic not being in the game.
Even that challenge.
Shea was pleading with him to not.
Shea was really begging him not to do it.
Yeah,
he did not need to do that.
And again, I think they'll adjust and get. But for me, y'all, this is why I, in this series, like, I think the Nuggets have the advantage
Yep.
The Nuggets are so battle tested, and there's no getting down for them.
Mars, you know what I'm about to say.
No Mars. No, move on. Series is over. Move on.
Championship DNA, brother.
So
I keep telling y'all.
Of this is, think about this. And my shout out Automatic, by the way. Automatics put out that tweet yesterday. The Nuggets have 8 wins over the last 7 years when they've been down 14 or more points in a playoff game, and they were down 14 in the fourth quarter yesterday. Like they don't stop, and I think that's the thing.
They go down 14 a lot.
Yeah, I mean they do. They just welcome to Denver, bro.
How many losses do they got?
But
what's that record?
They were down 14 to the Clippers in the bubble all 3 of those last 3 games at one point in time, and then they just kept like coming back. And then they did that to the Lakers last year in Game 3 or Game 4, or no, 2 years ago when they were down 20 or 15 points going into the half in Game 4. So they do this, but I think some of this they got out coached. But like I said, I think Russell Westbrook was huge yesterday. Yep. And honestly, Ox, on that missed 3 he had, when Jokic, when he was driving and the Nuggets were down 1 point and they kicked it out the rush for 30, I was cool with it.
I thought he was going to hit that.
Me too.
Oh, y'all know I was about to kick down the group chat. I was about to kick down and Chill was going to kick me out the group chat. Because I
wanted to see Russ make it. I wanted to see Russ. Back in
hey, you know the thing about, when I watched about this game, like, Jokic was having a really, really hard time. And he was having a hard time at the beginning of the game because he was being very indecisive with the ball. That last 5-6 minutes, he said, fuck it. Y'all
He went into the mode Ron wanted him to go.
Yeah, y'all too little. It's nothing y'all can do. I'm going to empty the clip. And once he did that, I said, even if they lose this game, I think he found something. And I was like, but the game kept going on. I don't never say who's gonna win or lose until it's over with.
Well, we don't know that. That's all I was asking for. That's all I was asking for. And Swiper got pissed at me. I'm just like, this is what Jokic do. I just want to see Jokic be Jokic.
Yes.
Last year, I said,
Russ kept going in their chest.
Well, what's the Jokic stat? The one where you brought it up too. When Jokic scores 40 points, they're
0-5 or whatever. Yeah.
Is it 40 or 50?
Damn all that. It's
40,
the playoff.
40.
So now they're 1-5?
Something like
1-6.
Yeah, Big Yo.
1-5.
Yeah, Big Yo.
I don't care about the record when you score 40. If you got a mismatch, you need to bust
they were down the minute 30 left. When Jokic had iHeart at the top of the key, that face up. Bro, I was
he
like,
shot that 3.
That might have been
what the jab step.
Yeah,
the jab step 3 was
because that puts because now it goes from a 2-possession game to a 1-possession game.
Yep, and then remember
that shit was tough, bro.
They scored, but remember Jamal got Caruso on an island and gave
hey, chill out.
He gave him a crossover, bro. And I said,
he cut the game.
Everyone gets lucky from time to time.
Ain't that the shot that blew the parlay?
Oh, the under? You took the lesser? The lesser? That what it was?
It was 30. It was 30.
I don't know why y'all taking less on Jamal Murray in the playoffs.
It wasn't points. It wasn't points. It was the PRA. It was 30 and a half, and he ended up having 32 PRA or something. So.
Oh damn,
bro. Shout out Lester. He's trying to shake his nickname. But Morris,
that was a hell of a game.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.